Welcome to this episode of CGTN live stream. I am CGTN's Xinjiang.
I'm Zhu Danyi, and this year marks the 65th anniversary of the establishment of Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. So here today, this is day 20 of amazing Xinjiang trip.
This is our special series, is our special program that we're going to share with our viewers about how Xinjiang has been developing, and we're now in southern Xinjiang. We're in the Kashgar region and a county called
Makit.
And what's so special about this county?
Because this county is very famous for the painting, the Dolan painting, and also the poverty alleviation here this year, and also the Muqam, Dolan Muqam, and also the special performance we're going to show you later.
Absolutely. And speaking of Dolan, Dolan people are a subgroup of Chinese Uyghur ethnicity. So they speak Uyghur, but with the accent. Yeah, absolutely. And Makit is about 2 hours drive, about 150 kilometers away from the Kashgar city, and which we were in yesterday. You know, Kashgar has a history tracing back over 2,000 years ago, and Makit also has a really deep root in history. And you have mentioned about the Dolan painting, and I want to show our viewers Dolan painting. Look here. Look at here. So all these drawings about desert, camels, and the diversifolious poplar, which means the poplar has different leaves. That's the diversifolious foliage poplar. And more desert. That's the iconic scene right here in southern Xinjiang, because a lot of our regions are surrounded by desert.
Yeah.
And it has the largest desert here in China, the Taklamakan Desert, and it is the world's second largest drifting desert, right? They have a special picture just for the poplar, the diversifolious poplar. Why it's called diversifolious? Diversifolious is Latin. It means different leaves, various lived. It has different leaves. When they were young, they have like smaller, narrower leaves, so that they don't need much of water to grow, because in desert there isn't much water resource.
But I was impressed, like how small they are when they were young.
Oh, they're tiny. They're just like regular poplar.
Yeah.
But then they can grow big, like 2 or 3 big people can hug one tree.
And tall, like several meters tall.
Yeah, several meters. Absolutely, probably like 10 meters, 20 meters, or even 30 meters. And then they turn yellow in autumn. We're not going to see this kind of yellowed poplar now and through our trip, but they actually turn yellow and blended really well with the desert in late autumn. Yes.
Have you noticed that like all these paintings, that the color, mostly they just use orange, red, and yellow, blue, like the 4 main colors?
Yeah, absolutely. And actually I want to kind of share a little bit a very limited knowledge about Dolan paintings. So basically, right here in Makit, farming is the biggest industry here. So there are a lot of farmers. So they paint when they're during the fallow times. When they don't farm, they paint. They use ashes to paint on wooden boards. That's how people in this region start to paint. They paint about their lives, music, etc. But now they use a little bit more color. But then they use bold color. It's not like water painting when we see like they're going to have different shades of one single color. This is more modern, I would say, because look at the dress. It has the shades and the different colors. It's red, but it has a little bit of orange. It has a bit of yellow, so it has different shades. But then the traditional Dolan arts are like this. They use bold color. They don't blend it. They just use orange. Okay, it's orange.
Pure orange, pure yellow.
Yeah, just 100% orange. Or this is yellow. I think this is yellow. Yeah, I'm colorblind. I'm sorry. And this is blue. And yeah, they will paint about their lives. They paint just what do they feel like. I want to point out that. Look at this. Guess what is this? And also our viewers, guess what is this? Do you want to take a guess?
No, obviously it's some breed of sheep.
Or is it kind of like animal with 4 legs, right?
Yeah.
And they have more right over here. So I believe it's the same kind of animal. And of course,
it looks like rabbits.
Oh, with the big ears, right? I doubt they have these kind of color. it's a red.
I think they just created in that color.
They look like little puppies, right?
Yeah.
But actually, I have the living version of this animal right here, and just for you, and also for our viewers. 我们能把那个大狼羊 Look at this. It is a sheep, but it's quite a different alien-looking sheep.
I never saw any sheep in black color.
In 100% black, in total black? So I was born in the year of the sheep, so I have a strong bond with this baby. It's called a Dolan sheep.
Look at how cute his teeth is.
Oh, his underbite. Oh, look at the tongue. Yeah, you want to lick me? Ooh.
So why the sheep is so special?
So he's a hybrid between the Afghan sheep and a local breed, but they call it a Dolan sheep. And this thing special about this sheep is not just about the look. It has a really high nose. Look at the high nose bridge, big ear, floppy ears. But the thing is, a lot of people would keep Dolan sheep as a pet, and the price for Dolan sheep is ridiculous. Guess how much is this one?
Like.
Think about a sheep. I think right now
1,000, like $200 US, or 300.
That's about the price for the sheep that you put on the skewer and barbecue. Take a guess. Much higher.
Like $4,000 US.
Put an extra zero there.
Like 40.
Yeah, it's about 40. It's about $30,000 US. Yes, for this.
But why?
1.4 million Chinese yuan. It's just because first there isn't a lot of
so cute.
A lot of these kind of sheep.
But I can smell.
Oh, I can smell sheep very much right now. And also his father was once auctioned for $2 million US.
For $2 million.
Yeah.
So who is the buyer then?
He's an urban legend, I think. Actually, the owner of the sheep kept the sheep. They never sold the sheep because this is a breeder, and if they just breed, and they can make more money just by selling the smaller babies, which isn't the price as much as this one. It's probably $2,000 US. Some and also go up to like $10,000 US. And his mother, I believe, was about 3,000 or 4,000 US. But it's still very expensive, right?
So I quite doubt, like, people, they
keep it
make a living?
Yeah, they do make a living out of it. And actually, a lot of people grow out of poverty by just keeping this pet. It's a luxury product, I would say. People would keep this as a pet, and some people would eat, but it's a very expensive sheep to eat. But some people do eat this killed little sheep. And actually, the higher the nose is, and the bigger and the flappier the ears are, the more expensive they are. Yeah. I just have actually, there's too much about the Dolan sheep. I love the Dolan sheep.
No, but there's one thing I just noticed is like his butt is really cute.
Oh, that's the special thing about sheep here. Like in southern Xinjiang, they have big butt.
Like
floppy
very
butt.
cute.
Yeah, sheep. And that's how people will tell you it's a sheep, not a goat. The bigger butt. I really want to slam that, but no, I'm not. And back to the painting, and we can see it's all about lives here in Makit County. Oh, by the way, Dolan sheep are only unique to this county, to be honest. People can only find Dolan sheep right
only
here.
In this county.
Yeah. Oh, and the
guard.
The guard. I have no idea why they have so many guard, but it's beautiful, and they also use the seeds as medicine, and the fruit or the shell will be made into different art pieces.
Yeah, so I guess this is like what makes it funny and nice when you're traveling in a city. You cannot find these kind of decoration, but when you're traveling in a country yard, you can always find some different layout and lifestyles.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I won't be surprised by like if they have like grapes, but I'm pretty surprised by the gourd. Yeah. And what are we going to do next?
Yeah, so we prepared a performance for our audiences. And
But before that, I think we need to introduce our lovely guest because still here in Dolan, as we have mentioned, the Dolan people, a subgroup of the Chinese Uyghur ethnicity, they speak Uyghur with an accent, and we don't speak Uyghur. And yeah, we have a little. We have not little, I'm sorry.
Beautiful
we have a
lady.
very beautiful, beautiful lady.
Who is our translator today, and she's going to help us.
And from this very town, right?
Yeah, so you're from, 你是在这个本地的。
对，我是本地的。
Oh, so she's born and raised here.
And what's your name again? Just try to teach us your name.
买力吧，
And do the Uyghur pronunciation.
买力
就是
吧，
维语的
维
发音
语发音怎么
买了吧。
Maraba.
对
Maraba. Okay.
对
Maraba.
是的。
Maraba, yeah.
Okay, so this is our distinguished guest.
Yeah,
Maraba.
And it will help us and try to guide us and help us to translate a little bit. So what's our first
那我们
surprise?
现在可以让他们来那个展示一下刀郎木卡姆吗？
好的好的。Hayalakam tuttu mu? Başlayalım mı? Başlayalım.
What's that? I mean, I'm going to ask someone there. 我们来简单问他几个问题，就想知道他们刚刚这个乐器。
都是些什么乐器？
对
然后刚刚唱大概是什么内容
Kolunuz tike. Dap.
Dub.
So it's like a drum,
Drum.
right?
So there are 5 drums.
Are they all the same?
Yeah, I think so. At the same.
都是一样的吗？这个鼓。
Tötils okşaş mı? Beşilisi. 都一样的。
哦，
一样的。
所以
其实有5个 five
对
drums.
5个
What's the name again? 我这个叫什么来着？
打谱。
打谱
Dap.
Okay,
对
dap. Okay. And what do we have over there? So this fancy looking.
Kollarkin neyim?
Rahat diyor.
Dağlan röva.
Oh,
It's
this is
the
Dolan
Dolan
Rurab.
Rurab. What's the difference between just regular Rurab and the Dolan Rurab? 就是我们的热瓦普和刀郎热瓦普有区别吗？
Röva bilen dolan Rövap'nın pəxi var mı?
Var var.
Kanda pəxi?
Dağdılar aperşimiz dolan Muqam böyle çalıyor.
有区别的。我们这个是刀郎热瓦谱，专门就是演奏刀郎乐的时候使用。
So I just asked the old gentleman like what's the difference between the Dolan Rurab with the regular Uyghur Rurab, and he told us that for this specific Rurab it's only just for Dolan music. But just what about the strings? Because for a lot of the Rurab they only have like 6 strings or 5 strings I think.
Yeah.
But I see so many strings here. 就是我看到其实这个弦有非常多嘛，是不是这也是它的一个特点啊？可以帮忙问一下。
Bana ne çıtalı? Nims var.
8 talsını var.
18 个。
18 strings.
It had 18 strings. So and that's just only unique to the Dolan Rurab. 这个是我们只有刀郎热瓦普是18根弦吗？
Şu Dolan Rövap'ın olmamış 12 dal tarısı çıkandı.
18 tal.
18 dal çıkandı. 对
Sen
对，
seversin.
只有刀郎热瓦谱是18根弦。
那12木卡姆的
12 mukamdan ne çıkıdı?
7.
7根7根弦。
I am pretty smart. I guess it right. So for 18 strings, and this is a special Dolan Rurab, it has like 18 strings. And for the regular Uyghur Rurab, like
yeah.
7 strings, right? And what is this?
Halim değmez.
Kalın bulan.
Dağlan kalın.
刀郎卡鲁姆。
对。
所以这个也是一个拨弦。
那şu
乐器吗？
da nim kılıp çalıp.
Oh, look at that. look at that. Thank you so much. It's good. It's good. But what, can I have a look at this? Thank you so much. Oh, it's copper. I think. It's made from metal.
Yeah.
这个是什么材料的？
看到，
Göstap demesen bu şu
嗯，
yandırgı çemde.
啊，这个是专门就是播这个音乐的。你们
什么
这没模样
Mavi gang. Tümü gang.
Oh, the iron.
钢制的。
Oh, it's iron, steel. Okay.
Yeah.
这个 Oh, this is
It's
just
like a wood.
yeah, or bamboo.
Bambuk mu?
Bamboo.
Like the stick of ice
竹子 yeah,
cream.
bamboo. It's like the ice cream spoon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Thank you. And this one. It looks like the Chinese classic erhu, right?
刀郎爱杰克。
Oh, this is the ijack. It's also a
Dolan Ijak.
plucked instrument.
But what's the difference between the Dolan Ijak with from the regular ones?
所以刀郎艾杰克跟普通的十二木卡姆艾杰克有什么区别
Ma
吗？
Dolan Ecek'den başka 12 mukamın Ecek'nin farkı var mı yok mu?
Hayat var.
有区别，看到farkı var.
Yavaşça. Mavi dulan bulan çilende.
这个就是专门刀郎乐用的。
Okay. So it's just specially designed for the
它
Dolan
这个
music.
有11根弦，
It has like 11 strings.
艾杰克有4根弦。
Oh, the regular hijack.
Only four strings.
So they prefer have more strings among Dolan people, right? And they have beautiful music there. And I want to show our viewers about this painting. Look at this. I have mentioned Dolan people, they love to paint. They love to paint their life. They paint their music. They paint their sayings out of what they see, right? And we also have like 2 artists. They're painting right now for us. I believe there's one right over there. This one. So look at that.
So this is the camel with the Dolan Muqam performing.
Yes.
With that is that 那个是热瓦普吗？就是
This one. Yeah, I think so. That's the Dolan
它
rub.
4가을에
Ravap.
啊，对，是的，刀郎热瓦普。
Yeah. You know what? I love this painting. The reason is that when the thing come to my mind when I first thought that I'm going to visit southern Xinjiang. I'm thinking about desert, but thinking about desert, I can only see drought. Sand drought or a little bit grass. But this painting is great. Why? Look, it has a lake, like a pond or a lake, in the desert. And that's actually what we're seeing here traveling through southern Xinjiang. It's true, actually. It's not just desert. It's a lake. Adjacent, right next to
the sand,
the sand and desert. Yeah, it has water in the desert, and it rains.
Great combination, and you see
Probably
people-
not great combination, but it wows me because I never thought that it rains in the desert, but it rains in the desert and it has lakes. And this gentleman, and he's painting, retouching I believe that's also diversifolias, popular.
which you will see all the way with
Yeah.
us.
In the next couple of days, and
Yeah.
as we're gonna drive through the Terang Desert Highway, the longest here in China, the longest desert highway. So let's ask him, right? Some questions.
可以问他几个问题吗？
Sizden sual sorsak bulamda. 可以，可以。
Great. How long have you been painting? 你画这个画有多久了？
Sizin şu resim sızgılı qanchalik vaqt oldu?
26 yıl oldu.
26年了。
26 years. May I ask how old are you now? 他多大了呢？
Neçik jilingaz?
44 küçüldüm.
44岁。
44. Let's do some math. 44. 26.
That's
Like 18.
Yeah.
So you started painting at 18 years old. 是18岁就开始画画了吗？
18 yaş vaxtımızın tatımı.
başlamış.
啊，是的，18岁开始。
I think yeah, I'm good math, calculator or whatnot. 就是当时是怎么学的呢？是有老师来教您吗？
Şu biraz üretkenmedi ya.
İstanbul'da.
他旁边这位是他师傅。
So I just asked him like, how did he learn the painting, and who taught him painting? And he told me this
is his teacher.
is his teacher master, let's say. And actually, I know him. He is pretty old, and I did an interview with him. His name is Rahma Apiz, and he's an acclaimed painter, Dolan painter. and he has won like international recognitions already. Yeah, let's ask him a little bit. What you want to ask him a little bit questions about this?
我想问他说，他画画有多少年了呀？
Özlerge resim sızgılı qanchalik vaqt bo'ldi aka? 他耳朵有点，我需要到那边去。
好。
I was asking
Resim
how many.
sızgılı neçe vaqt oldu?
55 yıl oldu.
55年了。
55 years.
So he's been painting for 55 years. 那他是以画画为职业吗？还是也是他业余爱好？
Ma resimsiz özlerinin kesiplerimi yani bir kızıkış mı?
Bir kızıkış.
Kızıkış mı? 是他的一个爱好。
So it's a hobby of.
It's also a hobby.
But also I know a lot of like Api's painting like won world international awards. I want to ask him like what's his favorite or most like proud work. 就是可以问他一下，他觉得他最骄傲的一个作品是哪个吗？
Özleri en pəxrləndiğən birə nimələr bağmamışlar siz bolğan resimləri?
Baba.
Yok,一幅。
Bir de dolan meşhur bak.
刀郎麦起来幅。
Oh,
It's the mashup.
it's the mashup. It's about the dance and the music, right?
Yeah, the performance.
Benim birisi meşhur.
Oh, really?
Biz Adalı yıl ahırda kılıgan dekalçılık. Çarba, orman, aşkatlık, mallısı. Ağabey tebrikleş, mallısı şatlık deydiğin bir parçası var.
还有一幅画是就是庆祝那个农民丰收的一幅画。
Oh, so I'm going to translate a little bit. Like Api said, Rahma Api said that he has two favorite paintings. One is a painting about the Dolan Maxrap, which is dance and music and etc. And the second one is about a celebration to the harvest. It kind of goes back to the root of the Dolan painting, because as I mentioned, the Dolan people, they paint during fallow seasons when they are off from farming, so they are wishing for like a big harvest and etc. Right? I want to ask you a little bit. Do you know what's the biggest crop here in Makit? 就是我们当地那个麦盖提最出名的这个作物是什么？您知道的吗？
作物吗？
对，或举几个例子。
我们麦盖提很有名的作物太多了。我们麦盖提是称为刀郎之乡、红枣之都，然后还有一个旅游之城。然后这里盛产红枣。然后我们的棉花也是，质量是相当好的。你让我举例的话，实在太多了。
就红枣和棉花其实算是作物。
对，还有我们最著名的那个刀郎羊，您刚才也看到了。对。
So and this young lady told us that is dates and cotton are the biggest crops here from Makit, and also tourism is also on the rise. And actually, Dolan painting has become a pretty popular tourist attraction nowadays. And of course, the Dolan sheep. I just love the Dolan sheep. I need to go back to the Dolan sheep.
Yeah, I was just talking
That's
to her.
what over here. I want to show more paintings right here.
Actually, they do sell the painting to the tourists.
Oh, really?
Because I was talking to him, and he said he just sold a series of his painting for like 2,000 yuan for the past few weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so it's like 3 or 4 paintings, and for a total price of like, how much again?
Like 4 or 5 paintings for 2,000 yuan.
2,000 yuan. That's about like 300 US dollars. And I want to show more paintings. Look at this. Can I say this is also a like a max wrap?
这个也是买起来谱吗？
这幅画是展现我们民族团结的。
Oh, it's about the unification. Like people work together. They're not dancing. I'm sorry. They're doing breads. They're doing like a little bit of drum there. They have a little drawer with what's this?
这个是那个小姑娘结婚了，红色衣服的，然后她朋友在庆祝她婚礼。
It's about a wedding, yeah.
对。
So I think actually from different dresses, they are from different ethnicities. 是不同的民族的吗？其实。
是的。
你
们
看出
啊，这个是维吾尔族。
So that's the Uyghur dress.
然后他这个戴帽子的。他这个是哈萨克族，
That's
然后他后面这个可能是塔吉克族。
Oh, the Tajik.
对
Tajik. And it's probably just
这是
regular
我们的
Han.
汉族。
Yeah, Han.
对。
And behind that, that's the pomegranate. Yeah. So pomegranate has been used as a metaphor here about like working together, stay strong. Just because we're thinking about pomegranate, it has like little seeds and they're hugging together, and also pomegranate is a very very iconic fruit right here in Xinjiang. And Kashgar, some people will say Kashgar is the home for pomegranate. And look at that, all just Dolan sheep. It looks like rabbit because it's a white.
Like huge rabbit.
Yeah. 这个也是刀郎羊吗？还是这个只是普通的小羊？
这个是我们的刀郎羊，你们看它那个耳朵长长的。
Okay, we can tell it's Dolan sheep because the long ear, the flat ears.
还有它那个臀部。
The big butts. 它为什么白色的？
画上是白色。
So that's a silly question, yeah. So the artist decided to use like paint it white instead of black. But for Dolan sheep it's usually black or grayish color. And what else? Oh,
I do like this one, but it looks very different from
This
the
one is
others.
more modern, I think. Yeah.
就这个也是刀郎画吗？
这个也是，这是我们农民自己画出来的画。
It's painted by the local farmer. So I learned about this just because the Dolan painting used to be more like simpler. As I mentioned, they use ashes and paint on wood. But then as they pick up the skill, they start to use more color and they still use more like different and skills. Like this is more like water painting.
Yeah, this is like more water painting.
With different shades. It's not a traditional or classic Dolan painting as I have learned.
Yeah, with mild colors.
But look at that. This is more of a iconic Dolan painting. All the bold color. Green is green, yellow is yellow, and donkey is a donkey.
Black is black.
Yeah. 这个能简单这个寓意您知道的吗？这幅画的话。
这个首先是农民丰收了。
So it's about harvest right over there. Look at that.
然后这一家人在农忙。
So they're busy harvesting.
那边是你看拉着拉条子，我们吃的那个拉面，对。
The hand pulled noodle.
总之，每个人脸上都洋溢着特别幸福的笑容。
Each one of them are living
smiling.
happily.
Look at that smiley face.
Smiley face here.
Oh, that's a bigger smile. Yeah. Because we've been saying the Dolan mashup, and we're actually I want to ask a piece for one more question. Yes, I want to ask a piece.
一个问题。
就是他当时是谁？他怎么学的画画？因为我们知道，这位是 a piece 是教他的嘛。但 a piece 是怎么学的画画？可以帮我们讲。
Sizlar resim sızışını qanday öğrengen?
Destapta şu mektep okuduğuma baktım başardık mektepte. Vatama ve kağıt, rangdaydı kandasıma okumaydık. Şu mektepte gidip mektep tamga yağaşı cicip. Mada ügeliyen. Keyin bir kadar çoğun olganda ekan şu Nay asqanda kursga qatish orqali Mesela Abdımraylık akademik Liyavten dediği bir ustadın Bahadır mı bağış hayat. Ötken yıl bay yoklap gittik. Kambiyaları aşağıdan tolkulap sonra ülkenge.
İsmin neyim dediler?
İsmi Liyavten.
Liyavten. Makul. 他是在上小学的时候他就喜欢画画，但是因为当时条件有限，没有办法在白纸上画，然后就是在墙上呀、地上画，然后到了一定年纪以后，他就参加那个补习班、培训班，然后他在自治区有一个师傅叫李傲天，是一个女的画家，然后经过他学的画画。
Okay, so I'm going to translate for our viewers. As Apiz, Rahma Apiz told us that he grew interest in painting when he was in primary school, but during that time, like that's probably 60 or 70 years ago, that he didn't have the resources or accessibility to learn painting. But as he grew, and as he grew older, he was able to take some painting classes, and he has a teacher and
female teacher.
A female teacher. And what's the teacher's name again? 就那
李
个
傲天。
李傲天。
对。
So from the name, I think is a Han, from a Han.
是一个
汉族
老师。
黑素话的吗？黑素艾克西吗？黑素马了吗？啊，对，是一个汉族的男教师。
He's a male. He's a male teacher. 李傲天。
李傲天。
李傲天。Okay.
Keyin bana Abdülrahim'in beyazlığı demek ki tarafından akademisi. Destek kademde şu anda gidiyor.
他的那个师傅之前是我们县上，然后是那个文旅局的。
Oh, so actually the teacher works for the tourist bureau, for the Makit County. But as we know, like Rahma Hafiz has a strong love for painting, and you mentioned, and this artist's name is very hard. Muqam. And he sold his paintings, right?
Yeah, he sold his paintings.
那我们问一下，就是您可能一年能卖多少幅画啊？
Bir yılda neçe parça resim satıp ithal etkenler? 25到30幅左右。
So every year he can sell like 25 to 30 paintings. 那主要的我们收入都是来自于画画吗？
Şu büyük çırdıgan Kırım'ınki hem şu resim siziştin kilemde.
Yok yanma.
哦，他种地。
And he farms. 那大概就是我们卖30幅画一年能挣多少钱啊？就是占收入的多少？
Mesela bir yılda resim satıp tapkan Kırım neçe buluğu diken?
45 bin kadar.
4万5到5万。
有。
占总收入大概多少？
Ondan sonra şu öteki bütün Kırım'ınki neçe %'ni egelleydi? 60%.
Oh, so actually he make like 60% of his income, like annual income from painting. But for each painting, how long will it take for you to finish? 就是我们一幅画多久得画完啊
？Şimdi şu bir parça resmini bitirişe qanchalik vaqt ketadi?
5 gün.
5 gün.
3 günden 5 gün.
3到5天。
So it will take him like 3 to 5 days. But where do you get your inspiration? Like, because for traditional Dolan painting, it's really about a bold color. But we are now seeing like different shades, and they're making it more like 3D instead of 2D, two-dimensional. They're making it 3-dimensional. And it has more details right now. I want to ask him. 就是我们可以再问一下，就是他的这个灵感来源是什么？而且就是这种变化，就其实最早出的那个刀郎羊的颜色都是比较。
Etçilik işlep, işten kalsa vaxtımızda ettiğin akşam etçilik işlep şu vaxt aramaldıgan çağda, işten etçilikten bir kavgan çağda sızımız.
他平常都是忙完自己的农活以后，然后闲下来的时间他会用在画画上。
Yeah, he would paint during the fallow seasons. 但就是这个颜色嘛，就是其实那个以前的刀郎画其实没有这么多的颜色嘛，就是红是红，就是那种很粗犷的颜色，就慢慢有这种影子。这是怎么变迁？可以问他一下。
Mao rangning ishiltishni o'zingiz o'ylab chiqardingizmi yo o'rganganmi?
Rangni ishiltishda kichigimda Muqamdan o'rgangan. Uning yozma naimizda yilda 2-3 qara kurs echib, kurslik ochgandan keyin bu resim kursga qatnashib o'rgangan.
他这个画的颜色之前是跟师傅学，然后在线上参加了几次培训以后，慢慢的他那个知识面扩展以后，他就开始这样子画。
So online training.
在线上学，不是 online， 是线里
对，在线上，
是在我们线上。
哦，是 learn in the county. I thought it was online.
网上的培训吗？还是县里面的？
da Tortki terbiyeleşme Nay'ın我们县城自己开的。
对。So basically, I asked him because I think our viewers can also see the different painting style. There are a lot of bold colors, but for sound painting, they have all those shades, different shades of colors, and they have different details. I just asked Muqam, like what's why they change, and he told me just because in the early days he just learned from the teacher, like the master, but then he decided to take lessons himself, and he started to learn more about like coloring and different techniques, and so he started to make to add more details in the painting.
But I'm really curious about like where did they get the inspiration from? Like, do they paint with imagination, or do they paint by other, like look at the other paintings?
They paint about their life, their stories, and for example, I want to show this picture. Last year marked the 70th anniversary of the establishment of the Republic, the People's Republic of China. So they draw inspiration to have a festive and a beautiful painting like this. It's 70 years of the establishment, and it has like the Tiananmen Square. Have a lot of dog means like peas, and they have the the Uyghur girl in the Uyghur dress and dancing, and also the instrument. What's this again? The drum. 这个那个鼓叫什么名字来着？
Dub.
那个鼓，这刚才我们的那个鼓叫
Dub.
dub. Yeah, the dub drum.
And that is.
I think that's the bass rub. So that's because you have like 2 strings. Yeah.
My last question about the painting is， 我想问最后一个问题，就是他们的这些画都是每一幅都是不一样的吗？还是会有一些复制品
或者临摹
之类的？
Resimning hemmisinde o'xşamaydigan chiqamda özgüçümü yamanda ba'zan bir iliqi o'xshash sızgan resimim bormi?
Ba'zan o'xshash sızgan resimim bor.
Ha, doğrab sızgan resimim bormi yo'q?
Bor. Ya netisine şu özümüzün hissiyatımızda o'ylab qanday resim sizig'imiz kelsa shunday sizimiz ranglama, qanday bagimiz kelsa shunday bizimiz dihar resim bo'lgan ekan, ma'noliq yo'riq ko'langa armaymiz, jo'rang tepishtirsak.
Unda bo'lsa doğrab sızgan jiqroq chiqamdi, o'zingizning.
O'zimizning shu tasavvur qilib sizig'imiz jiqroq chiqadi.
他这个有模仿着画的，然后也有自己的灵感发作以后画的，然后灵感发作以后画的画比例比较大，临摹的模仿的比较少。
So the majority of their paintings are original paintings.
Yes, but as like Raham Apiz, the old artist said, like one of his favorite work is about the
Harvest.
The mash wrap. So we also have prepared a mash wrap for our viewers, right?
Yeah. 我们现在可以让他们表演买下来。
可以
一从我们这边。
Әмсі қайып бір чепіремсілеріне қызаларыңызды күші өтпәсі.
跳舞。
我是人家的有。
Thank you so much. No, don't leave. 别走，这么漂亮，为什么走那么快？No, I just want to ask you questions. I mean, it's a beautiful dance and all the music and all the singing. Thank you so much. 谢谢。But I want to ask you guys a little questions. 我想简单的问一问啊，就是我们都学跳舞多久了 ？How long have you been learning dance?
我们从小喜欢跳舞，可以说是能走就会，不是能说就会唱，能走就会跳。
That's very hard to explain to translate. But anyway, so this young girl, young lady told me that I asked her, like, when did they start to learn dance? And she told me in a very poetic way. Like, when they start to speak, they start to sing, and when they become able to walk, and they start to dance. 但是你是有专业的学过跳舞吗 Have you ever been professionally trained?
我没有。
So you haven't, but 谁有？这里面有专啊？你是专门学跳舞的？那学跳舞学多久了
9年了。
9 years. So this young lady had learned dance for like 9 years. 那是多大开始学的
11岁开始的。
So 11, she started to learn.
She was 11.
So I know that she's 20 now. I'm sorry. Yeah. 那这另外2位呢？
我们是那个，我今年那个18岁，我那个小时候那个爸爸学的。
Oh, she actually learned from her father. 那就是你和你父亲学跳舞啊？
对。
但是男士的跳舞和女士跳舞不会不一样吗？
一样啊。
是一样的，对吗？但就是因为其律动看起来，男士可能会觉得更刚硬一点，女生就很柔一样的，是有这种区别吗？
有区别的。
但是父亲也能教你一些女性的这种。Okay. Yeah.
Атамаста сойнашка бек пустабаш бурдан татып баштап. Мешреплак катнашып.
非常好，经常参加麦斯莱普活动。
Oh, really? So, and she just told me that her father is a very
active man and very professional in dancing.
Yeah, very professional dancer, and he has been actively like dancing in a lot of mashrab around the town. Actually, I envy her a lot because my father cannot dance, and that means that I cannot dance. But what about you, 你呢？
我是小时候的，很喜欢跳舞。
然后自己学的吗？
对。
Oh, she also like we have also another self-taught dancer there, and you look very young. How old are you? Can I ask? 就是你看起来很年轻嘛，就是能说你多大了吗？现在
6岁。
不，我说你现在
18岁。
So both of them are 18 years old. Okay, very young. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 都是刀郎，就是算是都是刀郎的人，对吗？
对，我们都是刀郎。
So all Dolan people from Makit County in Kashgar region. Yeah.
So
thank you so much. Yeah.
One more question.
Sure, yeah.
Because normally they say the Dolan mashup has different occasions. So like in the wedding, you perform one type, and on other occasions, you perform other type. So 刚刚我们跳的那个大概是在什么样的场合会有的？
就是因为我们刀郎舞不是就有时候可能是结婚跳一跳啊，或者有时候可能在庆祝时候跳一跳。就刚才我们这个小舞蹈是什么场合？
在什么样场合跳的？
这个可以说是欢迎买斯莱夫的一种，对，
就是欢迎大家来，对吗？
对，欢迎大家来的意思。
So actually, the dance means like welcome people to visit this part of the the country. Can I say like can you teach me like how to say welcome to Makit in Uyghur, in your language？ 就是说能教我怎么说欢迎来麦盖提吗？就是用维语。Or actually, can you try？ 怎么来教我们一下？
就是说是吗？
对对对，欢迎来麦盖提。
Makitga kelsangizni qarshi olaman.
Makitga
kelsangizni
qarshi
olamiz.
Alamiz.
So that means like welcome to Makit.
Makit.
Yeah. I think I only understand Makit. Yeah, yeah. 那刀郎羊用当地的语言是怎么讲的呢
Dolan qo'y.
So Hui is
Qo'y. Dolan qo'y.
Hui 是羊对吗？
对羊
啊，
对，
刀郎
就是 Dolan Hui. Okay.
Dolan Hui.
Yeah. So what do you say? Yeah.
I really enjoy the show and the performance and first time learning of different instruments and the painting. So I'm really excited and happy and hope people.
Yeah,
our
and
audience
this is only the second stop along our southern Xinjiang route, and we're going to. My colleague will also show our viewers about other different music and performances around this part of the country, and we're going to Holton or Turban and Baingo, Mongolia, a town prefecture, and we're going to bring you more live streams like this, and hope you like it.
And stay tuned with CGTN. Bye.
This is amazing Xinjiang.